This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All righty, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend that is Manny Navarro. How you feeling, my man?
I'm feeling good, man. Getting ready to board my flight here for Atlanta. And actually, is that main cabin one? I think that's me. Yeah. I'm sorry. I may have to shut down for a quick second just so I can get through and show them my ticket.
Okay, no, not a problem, bro. If you got it, what are you, security right now? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm literally going right through security as we start here. So,
all right, show them the phone.
You can ask me a question.
But show them the phone and tell them that I'll guarantee them you're not carrying any guns or bombs or weapons. Come on, go ahead. Let's do that. Not a good idea?
All right, 1 second. Yeah. Hold on. Hey, you there? I'm back.
He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying when he had to go dark. There he is.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Yeah. So how's it going, brother?
That's it. So you just put the phone through security right now? Is that what it was?
Yeah, man. You just show them your ticket and it's all good. You get right through.
There you go. There you go. See, we've never even been through security in the middle of an interview. Now we are. We've arrived.
Now you have.
Are you flying out of Miami or are you flying out of Fort Lauderdale?
Well, I live in Broward, so I fly out of Fort Lauderdale now. Plus,
that's right.
It's a little bit of an easier airport to deal with too.
Yes, it is. It is slightly easier. You are correct, sir. So your thoughts on Mr. Mario Cristobal, and basically you got that video for me. For those of you that haven't seen it, Mario Cristobal had a message for those parents out there that are bitching and complaining and talking about how the coaching is maybe a little too tough for the kids. So Mario Cristobal had a message for those parents. Sean is bringing up that video now. We'll play it for you. Here we go. Let's see. Go ahead. All right. There we go. Fire away.
As it relates to posting on social media, that was really very different than anything that would relate to anything such as that. But a parent is very going to want to come pick up their son if they're not happy with playing time at the University of Miami. I guess that's my philosophy. I think it's important to teach our own children.
All right, so your thoughts on adults. Your thoughts on Mario's message to the parents on who are not happy with their son's playing time.
Refreshing. I think that that's one thing that you look at the last couple of seasons at Miami, right? I think there's a whole sense of entitlement with a lot of players that they think, well, I got a scholarship here. The coach is supposed to play me. And I think Mario's pretty much sent the message since he's taken over that if you're going to play here, it's because you earned the playing time. And, the perfect example of that last weekend was Jalen Knighton. He fumbled a bunch of times early in the season, sat on the bench, had a walk-on getting snaps in front of him, earned his place back, and he played well. And I think, sometimes you have to go through that process. And unfortunately, I think the recruiting rankings and all of those kind of things have helped a lot of these kids develop egos that they probably don't deserve. And I think, parents as well, they think that their kid is superstar. And it's like, what have you done, baby? What have you done? You did something in high school. Everybody did something to get here, right? To play at the FBS level. Now you got to do something better. And I think he's just trying to set the tone with that message.
Mario, I think, also mentioned that with the Rooster that he said he also didn't pout. And,
right.
Since we're talking about all this stuff, that also stuck to my mind when he said about the Rooster that, after all those struggles, he didn't go and pout or whatever. He went back to work, and I'm proud of him because of the way he played and all that. So Mario was happy that the kid handled the tough love the right way.
Yeah, and I think ultimately that's what he wants to see out of everybody. And unfortunately, it's a different era, right? High school football and proliferation of the star rankings and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, a lot of these kids develop egos, and so do their parents. Their parents think, well, my kid chose your school, you should be playing them. And it's like, no, your kid has to develop, and I'm trying to do that. And you're not helping me by voicing your displeasure on social media and showing other parents that you're not happy. And so it's a give and take. I'm glad that he did it. I think there's a lot of people around the country that are probably making fun of Mario, saying, look at the disaster, you're 5-5 this season, but he's taking the necessary steps. This is the kind of stuff you have to do if you're going to change the culture of your program.
I agree. I have no problem with what Mario did. I'm old school myself. So if you can't be pushed, then you're probably in the wrong program at this point in time. So I don't have a problem. And listen, you know what this does? This opens it up for him to be able to get more positions open and go out there and use the transfer portal and recruiting and build up what he wants with the kind of players he wants. So this actually fast tracks it a little better.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, that's I said this to you a couple of weeks ago, that when you sign a 10-year contract, you can take a different approach, right? And I think Mario knew coming in here that this wasn't going to be a good team necessarily, right? He knew that, hey, they were 7-5 last year. I'm not excusing the losses to Middle Tennessee State and Duke, but I am saying maybe he took the right approach of, let's see who's really built for this program.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. All right, so what's your gut tell you about? Oh, he's in the plane now. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna have to put my bag up at some point too, so I'll let you know when that happens.
As long as you don't have to put the phone inside the damn thing, because then we can't see you.
No.
What's your gut tell you on who starts? Because to me, it only makes sense really to put Jakari. I wouldn't put a Van Dyke until he's close to 100%. I wouldn't want to risk anything for that young man. He deserves better.
Well, and I would say just with the offensive line that you have, he's not an elusive quarterback. You can't put him back there and let him take a bunch of shots against this Clemson defensive line. I mean, the next 2 weeks, if I'm Tyler Van Dyke, I don't want to play. I'm not wanting to suit up and play these next two opponents just because my body's been beat up and I'm not 100%. And this isn't the kind of film you want to put out there. And I think it's pretty well established, I think, at this point, that, he's not going to be going to the NFL after this season. And if he does, he's not going to be drafted very high. I think a lot of scouts wanted to see more from him, and it didn't happen for him this year.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. So with Jakari, I almost feel like this might be your better option because the guy can move around. And the one thing that Jakari has done is he's getting better too in the process.
Yeah.
See, where Jake would piss me off was I would see the same things, the same mistakes week in and week out whenever he played. There wasn't any kind of improvement. With Jakari, every time you see him, he starts to look more and more comfortable in that spot.
Yeah, I think all those reasons you have to start Jakari Brown in this game. I think, decision making alone against Georgia Tech, when he decided, when to hand the ball off, when to throw it, all of those were important reasons, like, to me, that showed a guy who was in control of this team, control of this offense. So I want to see more of that the rest of the way. I think Jake has lost his confidence a little bit from the turnovers. And to me, I think there's only one guy to start in this game, Jakari Brown. And hopefully he's standing up at the end of it because this Clemson defense is pretty good. They got a lot to play for.
No, of course, definitely. How do they win this game, Manny?
Turnovers. They got to do what they did to Georgia Tech. They got to force 3 or 4 turnovers and play error-free, get the extra possessions because, Clemson's got all the motivation in the world to win this game. And I think – hold on one second. Hey, how are you? All right. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I got to put my bag up.
Go ahead, man. No problem. Put that bag up.
All right. 1 second.
See, this is an interview. See,
this is real life right here, baby.
Raw right here, baby. on the job, headed to the job,
headed to the game. Yeah,
all of it right there, baby.
My apologies, but I appreciate the patience.
Man, nothing to apologize. Are you an aisle or window guy?
Usually I'm a window guy, but this is one of those heavily booked flights. So sometimes I'll take the aisle in that case. I can go either or, to be honest. But usually given a choice, I will take the window. I like looking out during the flight.
Yeah, me too. I'm a window guy myself too. Sean is the aisle guy, so I always have to get him the aisle seat and get myself the window seat. Although it is, I gotta say, window seat when when you're deep into the plane. Oh man, that is tough because you are waiting forever to get the hell
Yeah,
out. You know
I'm
what
in
I'm
row
saying?
I'm in row 32, and the exit's about 15 rows away, so I'm doing okay. I should be able to get out without too much of a wait. We'll see.
Ooh, and from what I noticed, you put your bag away before your seat. So you're gonna get your bag on the way out. Is that what you did?
Yeah, I never check my luggage, man. As a journalist, you never have time for that. If you got a delay, you got a breaking news story, you need your computer nearby, you need your bag nearby in case you got to go somewhere on the run.
Nice. That's right. And in flight now you've got internet. So
Yeah,
have you written a story already in the air and file it?
I've multiple times. Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
figured you.
Thank God for the internet on the plane, because there were some times I remember getting off a plane before that all that stuff existed, and getting messages on my phone and saying, "Oh man, I gotta play catch up now." You know,
Uh, yeah.
that's never fun.
Technology. I know. But it's beautiful now that we're able to keep up with it even in the plane. That is crazy
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
What's your prediction for this game? What do you think?
I don't think they're going to get blown out in this game. I don't think Clemson blows anybody out anymore, really. I think this will be a 2-touchdown game, somewhere in the neighborhood of 31-17, 34-20, something like that, where the offense is able to score a little bit, move the football, and Clemson probably creates a little distance at the end of the game just so they can look good. But I don't think Clemson's going to blow them out.
So you're telling me to take the 19. So I take Miami plus 19 in this one. All right.
I know they don't win many spreads, but I think this is the kind of game that coming off of a victory, they're going to be enthusiastic in the beginning. I think as long as they don't get off to a bad start, they can be in this game in the second half and make it entertaining, which is all you really want at this point.
Injuries? How they doing injury-wise going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have some defensive linemen backed up. Jared Harrison Hunt's going to probably miss his second game in a row. I don't know about Jacob Lichtenstein, where he missed the last game as well. Leonard Taylor's banged up. So there's a shortage on the defensive line. But the good thing is that's their most deep position. And they got a whole bunch of bodies there that they can rotate and play. So, but that might be where Clemson eventually wears them out. Clemson can run the football. That's what their strength is. And I think, guys like Wesley Bassane, who's a true freshman at linebacker, and Corey Flagg, they're going to have to log a lot of snaps in this game if Miami can't pick up first downs. And, that's where it could potentially get out of control because Clemson can run. And Will Shipley's a good running back.
All right, Manny Navarro joining us for our Canes Wear Miami Hurricanes report. You can catch him tomorrow on our post-game show, fresh from the locker rooms there in Clemson. So we'll talk to him after the game. Manny, as always, my brother, thank you for the time. Safe in your travels, my friend. We will talk tomorrow in the evening.
Thank you, brother. Talk to you soon. Take care.
You got it. There you go. The great Manny Navarro, baby. We love him. Great job by Manny, as always. He's a trooper when he's doing it. Getting in, checking in, sitting down in the plane. You got to absolutely love that, dude. You got to love that. The player Mario was ripping into week 1 leads the team in interceptions. Well, that's how it goes. Where did I miss something? Huh? Oh, this is your Miami Hurricanes report.
If you're
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.